What is up, guys and gals? Today we're going to show you how to take this reel and go from this nasty cruddy stuff to this in under 10 bucks using a lot of the stuff you already have around the house. Now the most important tool we're going to use is good old-fashioned elbow grease right there. Now this is not a full service video where I show you how to break this reel down. I'll leave a link in the description below on how to do that, plus one at the end of this video that'll take you right there if you click on it. Now before we get started, you see there's a lot of a little bit of hair, a lot of webs and stuff here. I'm going to take this over the garbage can and use my brush and just brush a lot of this off because I don't want it on the table. Now I've brushed a lot of that stuff away. I'm going to go ahead and break this entire reel down so when you next see me, this entire thing will be broken apart. Alright, now first let's tackle the brass hardware that's on here. A great way to clean this stuff off is by using toilet bowl cleaner. You can use Tidy Bowl, I use Lime Away. They're all kind of the same thing. It helps break down the hard dried on grease that you see there. This doesn't really need it. The coloring is pretty good. If you were to do this with your reel, if it was tarnished or something, this color would not come back, but it will clean this stuff up really well. For this, all I'm going to do is just kind of take it, wipe. If it comes off, great. If not, and you happen to be one of these people who has an ultrasonic cleaner, then I would take that and use it. This just happens to be one of the 3 that I have, and if it was really bad, I would use something like this purple cleaner. The measurements are on the bottle so you can figure the mix out. In general, for ultrasonic cleaners, I use Dawn mixed with water is all I really use. I try to go as light as possible. For the ultrasonic cleaner, I bought these little baskets that I can stick small parts in. That's really good for like screws and dogs and springs and stuff like that, so you don't lose them. Or another sneaky kind of secret is that you can take a bottle. If you happen to have brake cleaner fluid lying around, put these in the bottle, spray them down. This works especially well for stainless steel gears because nothing really happens to it, and you can break down all that grease by using brake cleaner fluid. That's an added cost, so you may not want to do that, but the results are really nice. Now one last way you can help clean up these stainless steel gears and the brass gears is to use 91% alcohol that you can just get from the store, a few dollars, and just let it soak. Same process as you do for the brake cleaner. Now for the handle knob, you can take something like the magic eraser, and I have a stack of these just kind of laying on the table. Works for a lot of things, but you can just take it, look at that piece right there, and then just run it along it, and off it comes. Just like that. Now for the dingy look of the bakelite on the outside, you can use rod and reel cleaner if you have it, spray it on there, just kind of scrub it off. I tend to just use something like Corrosion X. You can even use WD-40. Just some oil. It helps get inside these things and help break the crud down. Then I take a microfiber towel and just kind of wipe it as I go. So I'll show you what that looks like in just one spot. This may be a little difficult to see on TV, but let's see if you guys can notice it. That's glistening right now. So this just helps clean it off and buff it. Now for the stainless steel parts, you're going to use your Dawn dish liquid mixed with water to clean these things off first. Then afterwards, you're going to get something called 4/0 steel wool, and that's what the bag looks like. This says steel wool, and you want to make sure it's this one. So 4 zeros is the one you're getting. And you can certainly use chrome polish along with this. I don't. You just take it, start it, and it'll come right off. This is more of a time-consuming process than a difficult process because you don't have to put a lot of pressure into it. But if you look right there, you see that shiny new piece or almost new piece compared to this oxidized side over here. Now all these chrome pieces are the same way. Just take it, run it along there. And that's what you come up with. This is like another couple bucks if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or somewhere. Now don't be afraid to use a wire brush to get those little, looks like pieces of corrosion, but it could be whatever, off. The one I'm using here is steel. I wouldn't recommend it. I would use the brass one instead, but this one doesn't really damage the metal on here anyhow. When you're done with the brush for brushing those points off, you can just take it, wrap it around there, and just kind of go back and forth. And that starts to just glisten right before your eyes. Look at that. Compare it to that. Beautiful. Alright, so we're going to work our way through, clean all these things up, and then I'll come back to you and just show you what the final product looks like. Well, there you have it. A refurbished or restored Penn 115HL, which is, sorry, 115L, which is a 9.0. And we used what? Maybe $9 worth of stuff. Everything else you probably had at home anyhow to begin with. If you found the video useful, please hit that thumbs up button. If you appreciate content like this, consider subscribing to the channel and spreading the word about it as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Love the handle. Came out really nice.